We need to control over our energy costs and to reduce it so we have more money to spend on the kids.
The school district started thinking about energy efficiency when the students kind of decided like we wanted air conditioning because it's really hard to focus when we're setting, and we decided that if we were to put in an air conditioning system, then energy is a big thing because we can only have so much running at a time.
We brainstormed together about there's only so much money, what should we do? And so the students came up with the idea, if we find ways to save energy, then we can afford the air conditioning. And one of the students came up with the idea that we only are in the halls some of the time during the day, and the majority of the time the halls are empty. We could dim the lights.
And of course, we're going to start tonight's meeting out with public comments on air conditioning. That's what we're here for.
And if we integrate the light system into the digital clocks, then we might be able to shut half of them off in the hallway when it's not passing period, because the passing period in the middle school is only like 4 minutes. So having all the lights on and all the other 45 minutes between the classes is just unnecessary, and it uses up an outrageous amount of electricity.
We decided if we're going to implement it in the school district, let's implement it in the school that had the interest, specifically the classroom that had the interest.
We've taken one classroom with balanced LC and another classroom without, and we've measured the energy in each of them and found that the classroom with balanced LC has reduced the energy by 50% over what the other classroom is using.
You can walk in and see it yourself. The lights are dimmer. They turn off when you leave the classroom, and it's very obvious that we're using a lot less energy than a comparable classroom.
I think it gave them a real buy-in to what this means and what we need to do as people that live in this world, and what they need to do to make it a better place for their children and their grandchildren.
The most important thing I think the Balance LC has done for us is showing the kids how through technology you can reduce energy, improve the lighting system, and it actually makes the classroom a better educational setting.
When you use the overhead, you have to turn off the lights in order to see it, and when you turn off the lights, you can't see your paper, but with these lights, you can dim it, and you can then see your paper and the overhead.
It really does make the atmosphere in here calmer, not as glary. The lights improve learning because it's a softer lighting.
Improved lighting improves the learning environment by allowing kids and students to see the chalkboard better, allows them to see audio-visual presentations better, and also allows them to see their books and study material on the desk better.
You walk in there from other classes and it's just a lot better. Like, I have glasses and I usually get a glare, and like with the lights, how it automatically adjusts to like how much sunlight there is. There's never like too much light in a room.
I don't know, it's just I like natural sunlight better than light, so this balance that it keeps between artificial lighting and natural lighting is just really beneficial, and it helps me learn, actually, I'll tell you the truth.
We have up in the ceiling a computer system that's monitoring the amount of electricity being used in this room versus the amount of electricity in the room next door. And we talked about how they're the control and we're the manipulated variable, and we're comparing the two so we can see if this is cost effective. And we've recently been able to download the information and look at a graph, which is also great graphing skills, and see that we're saving about 50% energy over the room next door, which is exciting to them because they're helping the environment.
Lighting is a huge part of the electrical consumption. If we can decrease that by 25, 30, and apparently now 50%, that's a huge financial impact in our budget.
Our energy costs are going up. Just this week, Commonwealth Edison has announced a 2.5% increase that's going to go into effect this summer, and our rates are already high. So we're trying to do everything we can to cut the costs so we're spending more money on the kids instead of on energy.
It's really exciting for me as a teacher, and it's really exciting for not only the students who have the ideas, but all of the students that see that by doing a school project and communicating with adults in the school district, the school board, and administrators, they've impacted their community both in energy conservation and having really nice technology.
We hope to expand the Balance LC program that we have here throughout this school and throughout the other 8 schools that we have in our district.